What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, rising, Mexican, superstar, lightweight contender, King Ryan Garcia, did an interview to build up his next upcoming showdown with British lightweight superstar contender, Luke Campbell, December 5th. Ryan Garcia says he has a point to prove. Ryan Garcia was also asked about the past last weekend's massive unification lightweight showdown between then three division world champion, former lightweight unified world champion Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, and now undefeated unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, in which Ryan Garcia had this to say regarding that fight. He stated that he knew Vasily Lomachenko was going to lose that fight. He knew Teofimo Lopez, the younger, hungrier, more vibrant contender, champion, Teofimo Lopez, was going to win the fight. He named them the Four Horsemen. He says, there's me, myself. He says there's Gervonta Tank Davis, there's Teofimo Lopez, and there's Devin Haney. He says we are the Four Horsemen. We are the new Four Horsemen, referring to the past Four Horsemen in Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, and Thomas the Hitman Hearns. So he's stating that we are the new Four Horsemen, and he bet money. He says, I knew that Teofimo Lopez was going to win this fight. Here we have another guy, another one of Vasily Lomachenko's peers, feeling like, past or present, feeling like he was going to lose this fight to a guy that's 23 with 15 fights. We have Floyd Mayweather state that he knew Teofimo Lopez was going to win the fight. We have Errol Spence. We have, so many more. Devin Haney, down to the list goes down to Ryan Garcia, right? So Ryan Garcia stated that Vasily Lomachenko is just too small for us. He says that Vasily Lomachenko needs to move down. He says now if he wants to stay at lightweight 135 with us, then we'll give him what he's asking for. But in my opinion, I think that he needs to move back down to 130 or 126. He's just too small for us, young, hungry lions. Then he went on to state that he wants to, in this particular order, he wants to shut the mouths of all of these guys continuously calling him out for being just an Instagram model who has a huge social media following who participates in the sport of boxing. He says, I'm a boxer first. Then I used social media to build my brand and my platform. He says, but I'm a boxer first. And I'm tired of these guys referring to me or labeling me an Instagram model. He stated that if everybody else had the opportunity to capitalize and grow their social media and their brand like I did, they will all do the same thing. And if they all say that they wouldn't, then they're all just hating. He stated, and he's referring to undefeated two-division world champion Gervonta Tank Davis. He's referring to undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. And he's referring to now unified lightweight world champion, undefeated lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. So he stated that, he's tired of these guys, referring to him or labeling him Instagram model. He stated that I am a boxer first, and then I use my social media and my platform to build up my brand. That only makes sense. He stated that it makes for bigger fights and makes for a crossover star, for me to have the ability to be a crossover star. And he says it's just going to pay off in the future. He says, so he doesn't regret being an Instagram model. He was asked if he regrets, having such a huge social media following and being known for his Instagram following. He says there's a lot of people that only knew him for the Instagram, didn't know he was a boxer. So in a sense, he's proving their point because he has 7.4 million Instagram followers. So he has a huge social media, and that's not even including his Twitter and Facebook. So he just have a massive Instagram social media following. But he's proving their point when he states that there's a lot of people that didn't know he was a boxer. obviously they know you for your social media, for being an Instagram model, for being on Twitter, Facebook, so on and such, right? But he says that he's out to prove everybody wrong. And first things first, he's starting with Luke Campbell, December 5th. He says because Luke Campbell is disrespecting him and he's viewing him in the same light that everybody else is as the Instagram modeler that boxes as a hobby. So he said that I'm gonna allow. He said I'm not Lomachenko. He says I'm not the other guys that he fought. He says I'm not Jorge Linares, and look at the level of competition that Luke Campbell was facing off against before he even got to Jorge Linares and Vasil Lomachenko. He says, so I'm not them. I hit much harder than Lomachenko and Jorge Linares, and Luke Campbell's going to find that out firsthand. I'm going to make him an example, and then I'm going to work my way to Gervonta Tank Davis next, all in this order. He says, then I want Teofimo Lopez if he sticks around 135 because he has a lot of things to say about me. He says, but if he moves up to 140, then I'll see him in another weight class. Then I definitely want Devin Haney. He says, from the looks of it, it looks like I'm going to be competing against Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis in 2021. Those are both the fights I'm looking for in 2021. Then I'll catch up to Teofimo Lopez because I believe that he's going to move up to junior welterweight to the 140-pound limit. I don't think he's going to stick around. Wow. And he says that as far as Vasil Lomachenko goes, he says that's a fight that he's not really on his radar because he believes that Vasil Lomachenko is going to move down the weight as he advises him to. He says he just can't deal with any of the four horsemen. Wow. Uh, you know, um, First things first, I agree that, the first thing you see, the first thing jumps right out at you is that he's an Instagram model, right? He has a huge social media following, and that's one of the biggest things he's known for. Not to mention, he's known for his flash, his flair. He stated this, I'm known for hitting the Cobra bags and, showing off my hand speed, but a lot of people thought that I was just doing that for social media, didn't realize that I was an actual boxer. And so, yes, you have to understand if you're Ryan Garcia, if you build your brand based off of social media and, clips of you, with lightning fast hands, then people are going to, start to, take you as such, take you up on your offer, so to speak, right? Remember the guy, the Under Armour guy, remember the Under Armour guy when Under Armour first started coming out? A lot of people didn't even know that guy that was the Under Armour model for the commercials was actually a player on the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of people didn't know that. They thought that he was just a Under Armour model portraying a football player on commercials. People didn't realize that he was actually a football player that played on the Dallas Cowboys. And so here's the same scenario you have when it comes to Ryan Garcia. A lot of people don't realize that Ryan Garcia, he has a lot of casual boxing fans now. He has a lot of social media that are not boxing fans. They just go for his, and he has a lot of youth, right, behind him. He's young. He's only 20, 22, 23 years old. So he has a lot of kids and teenagers following him, mainly are women. And, it puts you in the same thought pattern as when Oscar De La Hoya was campaigning, in the sport of boxing. A lot of people looked at him, but there was no social media. If there was social media the way it is today's time, best believe Oscar De La Hoya will be viewed in the exact same light as Ryan Garcia. It's ironic that he signed to Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya because Oscar De La Hoya, a lot of people viewed Oscar De La Hoya as a pretty boy that boxed. A lot of people didn't take Oscar De La Hoya serious because of his looks and how he carried himself. And this is the same situation and scenario when it comes to Ryan Garcia. A lot of people look at Ryan Garcia and a lot of people dismiss him as an Instagram model and they don't take him serious as a boxer. He just don't resemble a boxer. But what resembles a boxer, right? Somebody that looks, that has bruises and injuries. No, that's not reality. Most boxers don't look like that. It's just that Ryan Garcia carries himself with more flair outside of the ring of an Instagram model than actual professional athlete and boxer. Now, he's a hard worker. He's dedicated to the sport of boxing. Clearly, he stated that look what I'm in the gym with. I'm in the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and Saul Canelo Alvarez, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, and I'm working hard every day. But what people see is what you portray on social media, and so they're gonna dismiss you as such. You understand? They're gonna take you as what you present to, people on via social media. And so I like the mindset. I like the attitude that he's looking to, prove everybody wrong. He wants to, prove all these doubters wrong, all the naysayers, that he's not just a, Oscar De La Hoya 2.0 pretty boy Instagram model follower. He wants to prove that he is boxing first, as he stated. And he says that he's going to start with Luke Campbell, and he's working his way to Gervonta Tank Davis, because he said that he clearly feels like he could beat Gervonta Tank Davis. He has the skill set to do so. There was a fight that seemed to be on the verge of taking place if the pandemic and social distancing and all that didn't take place. They had a deal. So it looks like they still have a deal in place, because just recently, Gervonta Tank Davis in an interview stated that he hopes that Ryan Garcia is victorious in his next fight against Luke Campbell, because he wants to be the first one to knock him out. So Ryan Garcia also stated that it's a catch-22, because he says that a lot of people want to fight him because of his social media and following is so big, that they know his brand is so big that he can attract casual fans and crossover boxing fans. He could be a crossover star, so he could bring in the huge pay-per-view numbers when they get to that point finally. So we got to see how this all plays out. But here we have another guy, one of Vasil Lomachenko's peers, that said that they knew he was going to lose the fight. So let's see how everything plays out. Luke Campbell's definitely a step-up opponent. He says he's not worrying about the southpaw because his brother's a southpaw, and he deals with southpaws in the gym all the time. I think that Ryan Garcia is going to outclass Luke Campbell. I think that he's going to knock out Luke Campbell. So let's see how this all plays out December 5th, and let's see moving forward. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.